I literally cannot believe what I just read. Hold your breath, football fans, because the news coming out of the Windy City is both a blessing and a terrifying curse for the future of this franchise. We are witnessing something historic happening in Chicago, but that history might come with a massive price tag that nobody expected this early. Before I break down every single detail of this developing situation, I need you to do something very quickly. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and right now I want to hear from you. Drop your name and the city you are watching from in the comments. I read every single one of them, and I want to know who's riding with us today. Now, let's get into the heart of this story, because the clock is ticking for the front office. Just a year ago, this team was sitting at a miserable 5-12 record. They were the league's punching bag, a team with talent but no direction. Then came the change. A new era began when they hired their current star head coach. I am talking about Ben Johnson. In just one season, Ben Johnson has overseen a dramatic turnaround that has seen Chicago leap from the bottom of the basement to the top of the conversation as a legitimate contender. But here is the crazy part. Success in the NFL is a double-edged sword. When you win this big, this fast, the rest of the league starts looking at your staff like it is an open buffet. According to Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports, the Bears coaching staff is expected to be absolutely raided this offseason. This is the ultimate irony for Ben Johnson. Not long ago, he was the coveted assistant everyone wanted to hire. Now Ben Johnson is the one who has to play defense against the rest of the league to protect his own house. Let's look at the names that are making GMs around the league salivate. First, we have to talk about the offensive side of the ball. While offensive coordinator Declan Doyle doesn't even call the plays yet, his age and the fact that he is learning directly under the Ben Johnson system makes him a massive target. Teams are desperate for the next young genius, and Doyle fits the profile perfectly. But wait, it gets even more intense. Press Taylor has completely reshaped his career here in Chicago as the passing game coordinator. The way he has developed the aerial attack has caught everyone's attention. Then there is J.T. Barrett, the quarterback's coach. History shows that QB coaches from successful systems are the primary targets for offensive coordinator roles, and Barrett is at the top of that list. But perhaps the most fascinating story on the offensive staff is Eric Bieniemy. After his career hit a bit of a rough patch with stops in Washington and UCLA, Bieniemy has quietly rebuilt his entire reputation under Ben Johnson. Look at the numbers. The backfield, led by DeAndre Swift and rookie Kyle Monangai, has already combined for over 2,100 scrimmage yards. That kind of production doesn't happen by accident. Eric Bieniemy is proving he's still one of the best in the business, and you can bet teams are going to come calling for him again. But the real trump card, the man who might be the biggest loss of all, is Al Harris. If you haven't been paying attention to what Al Harris is doing with the defensive backs, you are missing a masterclass. Under the guidance of Al Harris, this Chicago defense has produced a league-leading 22 interceptions. Think about that for a second. 22! Al Harris has a track record that is undeniable. During his time in Dallas, he helped lead the league in takeaways for years, turning guys like Trayvon Diggs into all-pros. Now he's doing it here. The Cowboys' defense has completely fallen apart without Al Harris, which only proves how valuable he is. He is arguably the best defensive backs coach in the world right now, and he's going to be a top candidate for a defensive coordinator job elsewhere. The irony in all of this is almost poetic. Reports are surfacing that the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell might be looking for a new offensive coordinator soon. Can you imagine if the Lions end up hiring someone away from Ben Johnson just 1 year after Ben Johnson left them? It would be a full-circle moment that would shake the NFC North. Now, there is a small silver lining for Chicago fans. Because Ben Johnson is an offensive-minded coach who calls his own plays, losing a coordinator won't necessarily break the offensive scheme. And on defense, veteran Dennis Allen isn't expected to leave anytime soon. But continuity is the lifeblood of a winning culture. When you lose 3, 4, or 5 key assistants in one window, the chemistry of the building changes. The Chicago Bears have officially arrived. They are no longer the hunters, they are the hunted. This is the price of greatness. Ben Johnson and general manager Ryan Poles are about to find out exactly how hard it is to stay at the top once you get there. They have built a masterpiece, but the rest of the league is ready to tear it apart piece by piece. This offseason is going to be a battle in the boardrooms just as much as it was a battle on the field. We have to keep a close eye on Al Harris and Eric Bieniemy specifically, as their departures would leave massive holes in the daily development of this roster. This is the next great challenge for Ben Johnson. Can he replace elite talent with more elite talent? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the eyes of the entire NFL are on Chicago, and they aren't just watching the players, they are watching the men in the headsets. Stay tuned, because this story is just getting started, and the ramifications for next season are massive.